Alright, so the first one in this group is the air squat. I would just like to say that this is, I would say, the foundation for a lot, if not most, of the movements that we do, especially for those out there that don't really have equipment. The WODs that I've posted for you, I'm sure if you've noticed that they are heavy in air squat or movements that incorporate the air squat. So now we're going to show you that, and then we'll move on to the shoulder press. So, I'll show you the frontal view first. Basically, you're going to be just past shoulder width apart for your feet. Your toes are going to be slightly pointed outward. Okay, and that will allow your knees, as you bend them, to track along the path of your toes. So that means that your knees are going to go outward. Never inward, worst case scenario, outward, always. And you can mentally tell yourself as you go down, push those knees out, push them out, push them out. Okay? So from there, you got your stance. You are going to first reach your butt back. It's almost like a pelvic tilt to where it's a slight movement, but the butt is going back. Okay? Knees are still straight, legs are still straight, so no movement other than this butt going back. Okay? That's going to be your first movement, right there. First movement. Okay? So with that first movement going, as you reach back, it's almost like if there was a seat behind you and it was too far away. So you're reaching back for it. There will be a point where you feel like all your weight is definitely on your toes. I mean, on your heels, and you're almost going to fall over. Okay. So just before that, when you find that spot where you almost fall over, right before that, that's where you want to stop. Reaching back. So you reach. So you find that spot, and then from there, that's when you are going to start bending those knees. Reach, you start bending those knees, and you're dropping down, okay? Dropping down, pushing those knees out, and then back up. Okay, so, from the side, butt first, reach back, bend those knees, down, back up. Okay, a couple other tips that you need to really focus on is that back needs to keep as straight as possible. That means the chest is up. You never have to look at the ground when you're doing your air squat. There's nothing down there for you. So keep your gaze either horizontal or just above the horizon. Okay, that'll ensure that your chest stays up. So you look up and out. Front. Okay, so the depth of your squat, you want your hip crease, as you bend down, you want that hip crease to be below your knee crease. Okay, so it's here, right there. I'm below, and now I'm coming back up. When you're coming up, you're pushing through those heels, because when you rock that butt back and down, that ensures that the weight is always on your heels, and you want that weight to stay there. Okay, so at any point of the squat, I can tell you, I want to see those toes up off the ground, move them around, stay down there, okay? So, the hip crease is below the knee crease, all the way up. Through the heels, okay? So you drive through the heels all the way up. When you're coming up, you're coming to full extension of the hip. So that means, from the side, better view, is that when you're coming up, you're popping those hips out. Okay? To ensure that, is that when you drive up, okay, when you're driving up, squeeze those glutes tight. Squeeze them hard. Okay? Squeeze them hard, it'll pop those hips out. Pop them out. Okay? So again, keep that chest up. Always keep that chest up, okay? We're going to incorporate more of that chest being up when we start adding weight to your squats. Because you'll notice that if you're not keeping that chest up, that weight will fall forward. So ensure that chest is up always. Keep that gaze on the horizon or above that. Back up. What you do with your arms is totally up to you. I've seen many different ways. I just like the counter movement of the arm. But I also like to be able to try to get these arms as high as possible for that overhead squat, which will come later.